Welcome to the Chosen One podcast show. My name is Sophie. I am a manifesting generator 1-3, and I'm super passionate about a lot of things. I love fashion, branding, human design, healing, channeled content, jinkies, and everything business and mindset related. I called this podcast show The Chosen One for a reason because I truly believe that as MGs, we are here to challenge the world to do things differently, more non-linear and with lots of playfulness. So if you are an MG like me or you like my MG energy, you are here at the right place to learn exactly how to live a MG life with zero limits.
You are the chosen one.
Okay, guys, so I have to talk a little bit quiet because it's already 11 p.m. here and my daughter is asleep. We had an amazing day. If you follow me on Instagram, and I'm not really active on Instagram at the moment because I really made this commitment to myself to mainly focus on my podcast show at the moment because that's where my true and first love lies, and then really use Instagram in a way that serves my energy instead of drains my energy. So I'm sort of experimenting there. But on my birthday, I did post this little reel with me on the bicycle with our daughter. And it's actually a new bike I got from my husband for my birthday. And it's an electric bike. So if you know anything about the Netherlands, you know that we love riding a bicycle. It's like crazy town here in Amsterdam. Everybody rides a bike. Nobody stops for a red light. By the way, the people who walk don't wait for the red light either. I always know if somebody is a tourist or somebody from the city because we, as people from Amsterdam, do not stop for red lights. It's also so funny whenever I go to Belgium or Italy or any other country. We haven't been going overseas for a long time because we for the last 13 years we had our beautiful dog who has now passed away, but he was our baby and we didn't go anywhere without him and he didn't go anywhere without us. So flying was no longer an option. We only went places that we could travel to with cars. So we made those amazing road trips to Italy and Spain, and like this dog has been all over Europe. He's been to Venice like multiple times. He's been to Tuscany, to Pisa, to Rome, to Spain. I mean, this dog, he was just like amazing. But we haven't been overseas for a long time. But whenever we are in a different country, I'm like, why is everybody stopping for a red light? I'm like, oh my God, of course they are. Because that's like such a typical, like not even a Dutch thing. I think it's really a thing from people who live in Amsterdam. And we actually don't live in Amsterdam anymore. We live a little bit outside Amsterdam, but I still feel myself as somebody from Amsterdam. So anyway, I don't even know where how I got to this point, but I received a beautiful e-bike from my husband, and he bought, I don't know if you have those like in the countries that you live in, but we have like this trend here in the Netherlands that everybody starts riding these electric sort of like, it's almost like they're like very, like they're fat bikes. They're called fat bikes. They're electric fat bikes. I don't know, you can Google it if you don't know what I mean, but like everybody is driving them here. So my husband bought a electric fat bike for himself, and he asked me if I wanted that as well, but I was like, no. I just want a regular electric bike. I want my baby in front, and I want like these bags in the back where I can put all the groceries. So I'm fine with that. So now we have both. We have electric bikes and we can just cross everywhere and we have so much fun. Anyway, I posted a little reel about that on Instagram, and yeah, that was just like yeah, I just had a blast the last couple of days. Anyways, I feel like I'm sort of missing the point here and that I wanted to say something else, but I don't remember. So I'm just trusting that this is exactly what I'm supposed to share. Anyway, guys, I am not here to fill your time only with my stories about my fun and amazing bike rides, but I'm actually here to serve. So, as you might know by now, I have a private Facebook group which is called The Art of Responding. Whenever you listen to this and you're like, oh my God, I want to be part of that Facebook group, it's like not a Facebook group that like that I post every day or anything like that. But whenever I do feel inspired to do any lives or like inspired master classes, I usually host them in that free Facebook group. And then I also have some clients and some followers that post questions there whenever they have a question about our responding strategy as manifesting generators or any business related questions, right? So I think I also mentioned that in the last episode, there will be some changes maybe in the name around the Art of Responding course. I feel like I can maybe market it in a way that even reaches more manifesting generators, but I'm sort of still in my investigating phase. If you have listened to my podcast before, you know I am a 1-3 profile. So the 1 in me is the investigator, and then the 3 in me is the experimenter. And I love, 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 love investigating. So I'm currently like in my investigating mode, which means that I am I'm not active on social media at this point right now, but I'm not so present in my mail, or I'm like more in my own energy investigating the things that I want to investigate. And I'm currently really investigating like how can I market the Art of Responding course, which I feel needs a better proposition to make, like, to reach even more manifesting generators and to get even more manifesting generators to sign up for the course. I feel there's always so much room for improvement. I'm always looking out for that. So I'm investigating that, and I'm investigating that in the responsive way, right? So the way that works is that I have my intention very clear. I know what I want. I tell the universe what I want, and then I let the universe actually show me the next step, and I just feel like what resonates with me. And I have like little tricks to speeding up that process. So I have a specific mailbox where I collect a lot of emails. So whenever I sign up for free things, I actually do that with a purpose. I do that to grow my business. I do not follow all of that. I don't even care about following all of it, but I like to collect a lot of emails from other entrepreneurs that are also successful and who might give me a different like point of view on things. So what I'll do, like I don't know, a while ago I received a message from somebody who was like, I sign up for so much free trainings and I never follow them, and I get frustrated about that. But that's not how I view signing up for free trainings. I view signing up as free trainings. I view that as part of my one line, as part of being the investigator. So I'll just sign up for whatever resonates with me, or even if it doesn't resonate with me, I'll sign up. I collect all of those emails in a one specific mailbox. The mailbox is only like the only purpose of that mailbox is collecting like other people's freebies and emails and all of that. And that actually gives me such a great tool. It's like a data bank that I can always go to whenever I need inspired action for something. So whenever I feel like, okay, I don't have a topic for my podcast episode, or I'm in my investigating mode, like right now, and I'm like investigating like what is the next step to take around like the proposition of this specific course, I'll go to that mailbox and I'll just scroll through the mailbox, and I just watch and see what happens. And like I'll just scroll and I'll just see like tons of emails and like none of it resonates, and then all of a sudden I see the specific title and I'll be like, "Oh my God, yes, that's the title for my next email," right? Something resonates there. And then sometimes I'll just see something, I click on it, and then it leads to like this other training about something that's like actually helpful for my proposition, right? So the universe is always showing us the way, and like it's really our job to really understand how to use our responsive strategy in a way that we can actually see the signs that the universe is giving us. It's like the universe is continuously showing us red and green lights and orange lights as well. And once you understand like what is a green light, what is a red light, what is an orange light, it becomes so much easier, which is actually something I teach in the art of responding, right? Which is now still called the art of responding. We might change that up as well. I'm not quite sure about that yet. But for now, at this moment, it's still called the art of responding. Anyhow, in the Facebook group, because that's how we started this episode, a beautiful client of mine who's actually first joined the portal, the 6-week portal, MG Life with Zero Limits. That was a 6-week portal. And then after that, oh no, as part of that portal, she received access to the Art of Responding course. And then the end of May, we are going to start a one-on-one 5-star business portal together. So I'm really excited about that. And she posted a question in the Facebook group, which I'm going to read out to you guys, and then I'm going to answer it for you. So here we go. So let me find her. And she says, I have a question that might be on other minds as well, so posting it here. I just finished listening to your episode on raising prices, and it makes sense that if you are promising big results, you ask for a bigger price. But how to price your offer when you don't work with results or offer promised results like I do? And also how to sell something if you don't offer results. My work is not geared towards achieving results, and even when the clients have results, those are the non-measurable type. This feels like quite a block because people always want to know what they are going to get out of something, and I can't offer them an answer to that. Curious what your take on this is. And the reason I really love this question is because it also triggered something else in me that I was like sort of playing around with the last couple of weeks as well. Because if you listen to all of like the regular marketing gurus out there, they always emphasize how freaking important it is to share testimonials, right? And if you have been following me for a longer time, you know I have a love-hate relationship with testimonials. I have been sharing more testimonials lately, but I still feel, if I'm super honest, I really truly believe that as soul-led entrepreneurs, which I am and which I know that you are as well, that we actually understand on a deeper level that the energetic exchange, that the energetic result, I almost feel, and I'm not quite sure yet if that's like me trying to like there's this question in my mind, like, would I be even more successful if I would share more testimonials, right? But I feel like that's such a conditioned way of looking at marketing. Of course, I understand that it's that you guys like. I don't even know if it's true. If Oh my God, if I go to a coach, I really do not care what their results are. I really do not care. I remember when I went to my coach, Jenna Black, she had one review on her website. I never looked at if she had more reviews. I was just like, her vibe, her energy is the right energy for me. I'm going to sign up for her coaching, right? And this is a coach that charges $5,000 a month, right? So this is like not a small player, but she doesn't throw around like testimonials on her website or anywhere. Of course, she shares it sometimes in her stories, but she's not really doing that in an active way. And I personally feel like whenever I make a testimonial out of the experience that my clients have, I almost feel like I'm diminishing it, because we're trying to put something into words and we're trying to make something 3D out of it, which really is something that is like the result. Like Else just asked the question that I read out to you guys, right? And it sort of implements that. She's like, yeah, but you promise like big results and you promise that people will sell more or whatever. And of course that happens. Of course, clients of mine, not everybody by the way, but there are clients of mine that really make more money or a lot more money when they start working with me, or attract clients with so much more ease. But the energetic transmission that happens goes beyond, way, 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 way beyond making more money. I, in essence, believe that the women that come to me don't really come to make a lot more money. The women that come to me really come to me because they have been like literally sent to me by the universe, because there is a deeper desire inside of them. And the deepest desire that you have inside of you, that is the thing that you will achieve when you start working with me. The funny thing is, like 99% of the women who come to me because they think they have a business goal or a money goal, right? So one of my other clients, who's now actually a team member of mine, she came to me, I think 2 years ago, or maybe even, yeah, I think 2 years ago, maybe 3 years, but I don't remember. I think 2 years ago, because she wanted to like build an online business and she wanted to do her first successful launch. We started working together. It was a big investment as well. It was a 10K investment, that portal. And at the end, okay, wait a second, guys. My daughter wakes up. Okay. She's not really waking up, but she's moving around a little bit. At the end, she manifested her dream husband, which was a far greater desire for her than building that business. The interesting thing is that she's now doing very well, but her business went a completely different direction that she initially thought it. Like, I mean, what she's currently doing, she wouldn't have been able to think of that when she started working with me. She's now actually a member of my team. But in the meanwhile, she manifested her dream husband. Okay. So the same thing happens like a couple of years ago. I had a lot of I had live events, and a lot of women who came to my live events who were all like focused on business goals, right? Like my live events were all about business related goals, of course, from a spiritual standpoint of view, and we did all kinds of crazy spiritual things, but they came because they want to run a successful business. A lot of those women got pregnant while coming to my events, which was for those women a long held desire. This tends to happen. A couple of years ago, I started working with an amazing, talented psychologist who was running an online business as well. And from her mind, she really believed that she wanted to run an online business because she was conditioned in a way that was the way to be successful. If you would run a successful business, if you had a certain amount of revenue, if you had an online course, and then you were successful. This is how she came to me, right? Her desire was to run a successful business. But at the end, that didn't turn out to be her desire at all. So at the end of the portal, she actually manifested an amazing, amazing job opportunity as a psychologist with a company that she would have never dreamt of working at before she started working with me. Okay. So, yes, people come to me. She was a manifesting generator as well, by the way. People always come to me because they think they have the desire to build a successful online business, but they always get their true desire. So if your true desire is to run a successful online business, you will manifest that during my portal, right? Because I had another client. She was not a manifesting generator. She was a generator. When she started working with me, like within a month, she was doing 30K, and she's now running a almost €1 million business, right? An online business. The reason why she manifested that within my portal was because that really, really was her true desire. Okay, so this is something interesting that happened for me and shifted for me, because at the beginning, when I started doing coaching and I was like seeing all these results from women, which were so diverse, I was like I felt like, but I promise people that they're like my thing is I'm gonna help you build a successful business, but then at the end they manifest a dream husband, or they manifest a baby, or they manifest like a job, right? A corporate job or anything. And I was like, how can I share those testimonials if that's not the thing that I promise? But I really believe that this is like a matter of sell them what they want and give them what they need. Like I just God has literally showed me, you have to focus on manifesting generators, and your main thing is like getting people to run a successful business on their terms, right? That is like sort of a general theme, and then we have like sub themes where we can divide that in. But anyways, that's sort of the core promise. But once they get into the portal, then they actually get to work and manifest their true desire. And for me, it's like such a blessing that I work in this way, because it's like, oh my God, like it's like literally opening up a present when somebody starts working with me, because I know they step into the door of like, okay, I'm going into the pink door. This is the door to my successful business. But once they go through that door, they get into like a completely new environment, and they're like, oh my God, what does this room actually look like? Is this truly like that online successful business that I thought I wanted? And this is the fun thing. If it's really what you want, you will manifest it. So if your desire is truly to make $1 million, you will manifest that within like a month or 6 weeks working with me. But I discovered that a lot of the women that work with me don't really desire like $1 million or a really successful online business. There is something else that they desire more. And whatever it is that you desire the most, that is what you get when you work with me. So now you might think like, okay, Sophie, this sounds amazing, or maybe you don't even think it's amazing, but maybe you're like, okay, great story, but how does this resonate to Else's question? Well, when she asked that question, I was like, this is like the exact thing that I have been struggling with for a while as well, because I was always like, how can I freaking share testimonials when it's not in line with the initial thing I sell, right? But then we come back to like the fact that we are all soul-led women, entrepreneurs, and that we all understand the power of the energetics. And I truly believe that the women who are meant to work with me do not need 10 and thousands of testimonials to make the decision to work with me. at least, and this is where it becomes interesting, at least for the women who are ready to work with me in my higher priced portals. So my higher priced portals, those are women who are just like, they understand the energetic game, and they're just like, I get that. I don't need any reviews. I feel Soph's energy. I trust my own sacral yes on that, and I go for it. I am all in. Okay. So again, to answer Elsa's question, you do not, like, if you work in like the energetic field, you do not have to promise big results to actually. Oh, her question was about the pricing, right? Okay, we'll get that to later, but you don't have to promise big results to get the clients, because at the end, the only thing that gets you your clients is the attractiveness of your energy field. So I have this other beautiful client I'm working with. She's like a high level business coach as well. We do this like portal where we really do brainstorm sessions on her business. And we were talking about like, as manifesting generators, like we know all the marketing strategies, right? We know how to give webinars, we know all of that stuff. But when you get to that level where she's currently operating at, where I'm operating at as well, you understand that it's not about that. It is about getting your energy field in the right frequency, right? So when we as manifesting generators feel at that zero, when we're talking about the 0 to 10 scale, when we feel like we're at a 0, we cannot sell. So our job is really to get from that 0 to that 10, because when we're at that 10, we just know that we'll manifest the heck out of everything, right? And if we want to do a successful launch and you're at the 10, you'll know it's going to be a jackpot, right? So it's really about getting your energy at a certain level. Now, going back to Elsa's question, who also asked, how can you charge higher prices if you're not promising any results? And I think this is how it all comes together. The energetic exchange is not linked to a specific result. When you operate at this level where we are operating at, and I'm telling you, if you're listening to this podcast, you are operating at that energetic level, you have to trust that the transmission is done in the energy. Okay, so it is not about promising big results and then being able to charge a lot of money. When I worked with my coach, she actually never really told me to do anything, right? She just listened to me, and she sort of passed on the messages from the guides, which is something I do a lot in my Voxer portals as well, right? It's just like me energetically guiding people to the next level by listening to them and providing the messages I receive from my guides. In my one-on-one portals, especially my healing portals, I do not promise any results either. I just say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to work together 6 weeks. You have to trust me. You're either in or out, and this is the investment. I do not promise any results other than that I will get you to the exact thing that you desire. And I think for else, that's the case as well. You get them to a powerful place, energy field, that you get them to their like true desire. And you do not have to promise them anything in order to charge high amounts. I actually believe that this kind of work should be like this is what should be priced the highest, right? Because it is priceless, the gift that you give somebody in a portal like that. My energetic portals are my highest priced portals. those are also the portals I sell most easy. There is never any marketing done on that, like the regular marketing done on those portals. Those people are literally sent to me whenever they come to me in my DM, in my WhatsApp, in my email. I channel a specific portal for them. I say, okay, this is what I see. It's 4 weeks or 6 weeks. It's in Voxer. If that's what I see, it's like an investment of 5K, and you are either in or out, and I will get you from A to B. I do not know what A is. I do not know what B is, but just trust me. I will get you to A to B, and just trust me and come join my energy, and I will get you there. That's like the only thing I promise them. And that always, like, I wouldn't even call it selling. It doesn't sell. It's just like, it's a natural energetic match, and people are like, yes, of course I want to join, or not. That actually doesn't happen when it comes to my energetic portals. It's always a yes, because it is channeled for them specifically, so I know that it's a yes for them. And this is something I hope resonates with Els, but also with the other women listening, that when you're doing the energetics, please do not try to fit yourself in a conditioned marketing box. There are so many ways to market your specific service in a way that is aligned to the beautiful work that you do, and the pricing should be in line with the energetic exchange that they get. And especially on that level, you give them something that is not measurable in 3D words. And if you know that that's the kind of like transformation you provide for your clients, my goodness, then you know for sure that it should be a higher priced portal that you offer, okay? Because teaching somebody how to make a highly converting Instagram post, for example, this is stuff you can Google as well, right? People, like, I view it like this: for information-based products, low price; for energetic based products, high price. Because that energetic work, that is the thing that actually causes the true transformation. It is never about the 3D information or results that you promise. It's always about the energetics, and that energetic shift that you guys and I as well create for other people. That is not even of this world, right? And that is the exact thing that should be higher priced. And I'm telling you, the way I do it, I always channel my prices for my clients. And the reason why that is because, especially when we're talking about like energetic portals, there needs to be an energetic exchange to get that next level result. So sometimes the investment in and of itself is already enough to actually exhilarate, is that the right word? I hope so. Somebody into a next level. So I have so many clients who literally thank me after they do their payment to me. They're like, oh my God, so it felt so amazing to transfer this money to you. I feel like this has already put so many things in motion. And I can't tell you how often I get messages from women who signed up for my higher price portals within a week saying like, oh my God, so if you don't believe what happened, I just signed an amazing new client for such a high price. And that only happened because they made that decision to invest in themselves through me. In that decision, an energetic exchange is already taking place, and that's what's already putting people in a next level timeline. manifesting that, like helping them manifest instant results, right? So I really hope that this episode really helps to look at pricing, look at like the energetic coaching and all of that stuff in a new perspective, and really help you understand that there is a way to do very aligned marketing. And this is actually also how I um, um, started shifting my prices, right? When I started in 2017, in 2018, I made a decision like, okay, I'm still sort of like hustling here. I'm still like worried way more about money than I want to be worried about money. I have to change something. At that point, I was only selling courses. I was selling my money mindset training. It was a 500 investment. And I was like, this is not like it's making money. I was already doing like sort of like 10K a month, but with selling that portal, like those trainings. But I was like, it's still not the financial freedom that I desire. And I really, really, really desire to have a big amount of money on my account so that I had the financial freedom for a year. And I just simply made a calculation, right? I was like, how much money do I need? Okay, I divided through a certain amount of people, and that will be the price of my new portal. And it came down to a 9K portal. And I sold that within a month. I sold that portal out. And I think I had my first sign up for that portal within a week. And before that, I was only selling 500 euros trainings. And I shifted from 500 to a 9K portal. Okay. So the only thing I did there was changing my energy field around that. And I did that by applying the art of responding in hindsight. I really applied the art of responding and informing to actually make my energy field as a manifestation generator super attractive. And then allowed me to charge that 9K and just feel that complete mastermind within a month without any of the traditional marketing. So this is why I'm so passionate about teaching the responding strategy and the informing strategy, because it literally makes our energy field as manifesting generators super attractive. And when our energy field is super attractive, you can literally manifest anything you desire. And at that point, I really, really desired that specific amount of money, so I manifested it, right? If I had a different desire, I would have manifested that. And that goes for you as well. As soon as you start applying the art of responding and informing into your business in the correct way, because I feel like like more and more people and manifestation generators understand like the importance of human design and then applying your strategy. But like I really believe like only a few truly understand. Oh, this is the exact time that my daughter was born. I'm looking at the time. It's so interesting. Only a few, like the really successful, like MG entrepreneurs, really understand how to apply this strategy in a way that it also actually converts to new clients, if that's what you truly desire, right? But if you like dream of a dream husband, it will convert into a dream husband, right? So I actually help you convert into anything that you desire. I think that's the best way of putting it. But I do that by teaching you the art of responding and informing, so it makes your energy field super attractive. And with that attractive energy field, you can literally manifest anything you want. So I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna wish you an amazing evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you are listening to this. And yes, if you find this podcast helpful, if you love the podcast, please share a ranking on iTunes. It's so funny. I'm a 1-3. I'm all about experimenting. So last month I actually experimenting with promising like that I would like give away a free training, the Jinkies training. but that really didn't do anything for people. Like, you guys were not like, oh my God, yes, I can win a Jinkies bonus, so now I'm gonna do the review. That doesn't work for my beautiful crowd. So I'm just gonna try it in a different way and ask you, will you please share a freaking review on iTunes if you love the episode? Because it will get us like more out there, right? And I feel like that's like, it's my job to ask you, and then it's like your job to freaking honor it. So this podcast will be heard by other people, and hopefully help so much more manifesting generators. Okay, this was a request from my heart, so let's see. Okay, guys, love you, and we'll talk soon.